Hi everyone, this is CrimsonFox45, and today we're gonna play the trial play of Broyna's trial of. I think her name is Dark Nucleus. Actually, let's just go and double check. Or was it Dark Core? Let's just go and check very quickly. Actually, it'll be a lot quicker if we just use the mouse. Here we go. Black Nucleus. So we are gonna play the trial play of the outfit for Black Nucleus's new outfit in versions 4.2. So I think this is actually the actual English name is Flowers of Evil. So let's jump right in. Do you come from heaven or rise from the abyss, beauty? Okay, so she's gonna be the leader. I don't have Black Nucleus, so let's just see if there's any new I don't think it'll be a new battlesuit, it'll just be a new outfit.
Broyna, 作戦地点に到着。ファイヤー。ファイヤー。目標。ファイヤー。
Oh, these guys are a little bit. Oh, that is pretty cool. Oh, this is pretty cool, I think.
目標遅くファイヤー目標遅くファイヤーファイヤー目標ファイヤーファイヤー目ファイヤー目標ファイヤー目標遅くファイヤー無条件射殺許可
Oh, so this is actually pretty cool. Okay, I don't have Black Nucleus, but so yeah, this is the first time I'm actually playing with her. But the outfit looks rather nice. So let me just do that again. So this is basically... But if I move down... Okay, it has to regenerate. Okay, yeah, but that is actually pretty cool though. Let's take a look. Okay, it's a nice outfit. I'm guessing it has to do with the... Because this outfit is part of the Rosemary's Floriograph event. So that's why it's in theme with the Fallen Rosemary's outfit. Oh, but that is pretty cool. I mean, I don't have Black Nucleus, so I actually would consider getting Black Nucleus now. It's, yeah, she has a pretty cool moveset. Cool. Okay, so that was just one level. Okay, Pre-Unleashed. Okay, I'm not level 80 yet. Okay, Danzai's Spectra Monster is only going to be released, I think, on the 1st of October. Okay, so it's just one level. Okay, I thought it was going to be a little bit more than that. Okay, I think let's start. I mean, let's continue with Rosemary's Floriograph. Cool. Okay, that's cool. Alright. Should I go to case records, maybe? Yep. Yeah, this is gonna take some time. Okay, let's I think did we do the meta? Yeah, I think we did. Interlude? No. Okay, let's go to the manor. With many unanswered questions, we get into Tesla's car. Fortunately, the road is clear this time, with only a few monsters wandering around. Soon after, a building resembling a church came into view. With the sound of braking, the car stopped in front of the iron gate. Here we are. This is the Walt Manor. It doesn't look like part of a research institution. It serves as the residence of us researchers, so it was designed to be comfy during the reconstruction. Reconstruction? This manor used to be Shitskull's church. Unfortunately, in the cataclysm happened 5 years ago, Dr. Tesla didn't Dr. Tesla didn't go on. We left the car in silence and passed through the courtyard in front of the main building. The scent. Oh, it's rosemary. When we first arrived here 5 years ago, we found a clump of rosemary with violet blooms in the desolate ruins. Walt considered it a little miracle of life, so he had someone prepare a flower bed and transplant the rosemary clump. They've been taking good care of her. They've been taking good care of here, so gradually this kind of plant has grown all over the courtyard. Hold on, let me just change the title of the stream. I'll just say Rosemary's Floriograph Part 2. Cool. We soon reached the upland gate of the main building. The electronic security devices in front kind of diminished its magnificence though. Tesla took off her glasses to scan the iris. To scan the iris. Oh, okay. Authenticate her fingerprint and enter the password. The gigantic gate opened almost silently. Seeing someone is already waiting inside the building. Hey, mophead. You're 1 hour late, Dr. Tesla. I knew I was making a bad decision when I asked you to pick up our guests. We were late because of an emergency. There's nothing wrong with my driving skills. Stop pinning everything on it. I can attest to Frederica's defense. Her driving was steady and smooth. See? Now you gotta believe me. But the girl who was addressed as Mophead ignored Dr. Tesla. She turned to us with a poker face. Miss Irene Adler, Miss Fua, and Dr. Conan Doyle, welcome. My name is sorry, I can't pronounce her first name. Albert Einstein. Delighted to finally meet you, Dr. Einstein. Good evening, Dr. Einstein. It's been a while. Sorry about that. I'll just call her Tesla. Have you been picking on Frederica lately? What? Yes, but she failed to perceive it as unusual. What? Seeing Tesla's puzzled look, Irene and Dr. Einstein exchanged a knowing smile. It seemed that Irene Adler is indeed close to the owner of this place. Now that we all exchanged greetings, we should go down to the business. Honkai beasts are strolling on the street, and countless monsters are probably approaching this building as we speak. What on earth is going on? In short, Honkai beasts entered the safe zone, and I was attacked by them on my way to the train station. What? This is unbelievable. Dr. Einstein, said Dr. Einstein with a worried frown. Is the security system malfunctioning, or could it be an act of sabotage? The system has three pivot nodes. Unless they all fail at the same time, it's impossible for Honkai beasts to enter the safe zone. That's not going to happen. We've been giving the system regular maintenance. As for the possibility of sabotage, the nodes can withstand attacks of Honkai beasts below Emperor level. I don't think it's possible that 3 Emperor-class Honkai beasts happen to attack the nodes at the same time. I agree, Honkai beasts do not possess such intelligence, so... Moped. I hope I'm being paranoid. It's not like we never have seen supernatural monsters suspected of having intelligence. You mean that phantom? Phantom? Please don't mind it. As a scientist, I shouldn't talk about the supernatural without convincing evidence. This topic ends here, Dr. Tesla. Dr. Tesla and I will investigate the cause of the safety system malfunction hours later. Please rest assured that the manor's defense is sufficient enough to ensure everyone's safety. Excuse me? Anyway, Doctor, I assume that you have some important questions to ask, don't you? Oh, right. I almost forgot. After all those unexpected events and news, I took out the baffling invitation letter from my pocket again. I can't wait to meet Dr. Joyce and ask him how I can help him. It might be an illusion, but I think I just saw a flicker of unease in Einstein's eyes. I'm afraid it won't happen. Dr. Einstein's voice remained emotionless, but her words turned to be shocking. Walter Joyce, i.e., the owner of this place, is dead. He's dead. Okay. Prepare. Okay. So this is World Manor. Interesting. Oh, that is interesting as well. The camera just went through Fuwa. No, come back. That is so odd. The character doesn't have any red on her, but... anyways. Yeah, she doesn't have any red. Oh, Raven is here, I think. Is that Raven? Walter Joyce, i.e. the owner of this place, is dead. Dr. Einstein's voice remained emotionless, but her words turned to be shocking. Mr. Joyce is dead? The air has become heavy. Everyone seems to be brooding over the grievous news. Then who invited us? You don't seem to be surprised, Dr. Conan Doyle. To be honest, I'm not. Though the handwriting appears to be messy, it could have been written by a male. It was written by one of you scientists, am I right? Frederica wrote it. Yeah, how did you know? Irene Adler answered her question with a faint smile. I glanced meaningfully at this woman. She is doubtfully a master of messing with people's minds. So it's true. Before I heard the news of Mr. Joyce's death, I had presumed that he was in some kind of unavailable situation. Now I have to admit the detective who advises detective is not just a wild exaggeration. So what happened? 2 days ago, we found Walt murdered in his room. The poem in the letter you received was copied from a crime scene. So you think it might be a message left by Mr. Joyce? Yes. I deliberately remained silent for a while to observe the looks on her and Dr. Tesla's faces. Please forgive me for saying this, but you two seem to be reacting to this brutal fact very lightly. How can you say that? If we were such, if we weren't in such hopeless situation, if we weren't in such a hopeless situation, we wouldn't have turned to a suspicious outsider like you. Calm down, Dr. Tesla. Ugh. I understand you doubt, but we are scientists. We are scientists. We are used to dealing with anything rational and calmly, especially when we have to deal with the troubles that come with this murder. What troubles? Einstein did not answer her right away. Instead, she led us into the hall which resembles a Roman amphitheater without raised seatings. Several odd-looking strangers are already there. They all cast glances at us as we walked in, while the meaning of those glances are only known to themselves. Sensei, Dr. Tesla's back. Oh, I thought it was Joshim. Oh, that's Jekyll. Oh, more visitors? This night is getting increasingly interesting. Oh, there's Joshim. Who are these people? Troublers? Why are they here? For the legacy. The answer makes so much sense that I couldn't help but whistle. Tesla rolled her eyes at me while Fuha gave me a stern look. This woman with a mask is Jekyll, and the one in the cloak is Raven. They are the young lady's tutor and bodyguard. So they're your colleagues? Poof. They wish. Moped and I are true scientists. Dr. Tesla disdained tone arose my curiosity. So these people have some wrongdoings? Dr. Tesla looked away and folded her arms, seeming a little regretful for getting involved in this topic. Dr. Tesla just meant that they are technically not our colleagues. Okay. Although Jekyll is also a researcher, she only had a cooperative relationship with the institution. As for Raven, I've heard she used to be a mercenary, which is the only thing I know about her. I see. There's nothing suspicious in the contents of Einstein's explanation, but her behavior is covering up for Tesla suggests they're withholding something. What do you think? Miss Adler whispered to me without looking at me. To explain is an attempt to cover up something. I think we need to investigate Jekyll and Raven thoroughly. Our conversation with the two scientists continued. Who is that child standing next to Raven? Who knows? Raven is always aloft. She wouldn't tell us unless we asked, which we never bothered to do. Her name is Sora, that's all I know. At this moment I noticed that a small figure, who is the last stranger in the hall, silently walked to Einstein. and this boy is? Einstein and Tesla exchanged worried glances. His name is Geoffrey Joyce. You can call him Joyce. Joyce? Yes, he's the one direct descendant of Walt Joyce, and the one of the two legal heirs to the legacy. One off? Then the other member must be the young lady whom you mentioned, I presume? Yes, she's not here, but Joshim, who is with her, contacted me a while ago. They should arrive soon. Now, if you excuse me, Doctor, I'll need to take the boy to rest. He's a delicate child. It's alright, I was going to look around and chat with the others, guests here anyway. Okay, come and find me when you're done. I'll take you to the crime scene. Dr. Tesla, please look into the cause of the safety system malfunction. Okay, this is getting interesting. Okay, intel collected from Tesla and Einstein, 0 of 2. Others may offer some useful information. So, I'm pretty sure I'll have to just talk to these characters. Oh, it's you. I've looked into the cause of the safety system malfunction. You focus on the message he left. Any new findings? At the moment, no. I knew it. Detectives are more like unreliable snoopers. Anyway, you do your best. See you later. Wait. What? I'm busy. Could you tell me more about the phantom you mentioned earlier? Dr. Einstein seemed reluctant to talk about it. Mophead wouldn't have refused to talk about it for no reason. I'm with her on this matter. I have nothing to tell you. Oh, don't be like this, Frederica. I'm intrigued to learn about this phantom too. You stay away from me. Don't be silly. We haven't seen each other for a long time. Sorry for long. I should make the most of our time together. Bond with you? You were definitely trying to say tease. Ugh. Alright. I'll tell you. The Phantom of Saint Fountain. You must have heard of this name. Of course, weird tales about Saint Fountain have been very popular in recent years. The Phantom of Saint Fountain is the most well-known one. But those tales are mostly about imaginary monsters. Are you trying to tell us a real monster exists? I can't draw any conclusions before seeing the real thing, but Mophead and I have seen this phantom on the monitor. Mophead analyzed the regularity of its appearance, and she suspected that it contained a certain level of intelligence. I see. That's why she mentioned it earlier, but there's still one thing that I don't understand. Dr. Einstein's always seemed to be calm and cool-headed, but she seemed to be seemed too dread about talking about this phantom. Yes, to avoid the topic, Einstein even resorted to the lame excuse, scientists shouldn't talk about the supernatural without evidence. Don't you ever feel strange that this place has very few staff members? Now that you mentioned it, Lab 42 pursues elitism. It only has four researchers, including Welt, his assistant, Josham, Mophead, and me. But I'm an elite Valkyrie squad has been dispatched by the Schutzkel Imperial Institution to assist us. So where are they right now? No one knows. A week ago they went on a mission and lost contact ever since. What was the mission about? Capture the Phantom of Saint Fountain, based on the location conjured by Mophead. Alright. You got what you wanted. In exchange, I'd like to borrow your partner for a while. Now that the security system has failed, I'm a little worried about the two who haven't arrived. I'm going to the train station again to pick them up and check the nearest pivot node along the way. I see. I'll tell Fuha about this. My dear Frederica, if you need a bodyguard, I'm pleased to go with you. No thanks. Okay, Intel 1. Okay, let's just talk to everyone else. Let's talk to, I think this guy is Josham? No? Can I? Okay. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, I had to only talk to Tesla, okay. Done chatting with the other guests, Doctor? I think so. I have to say that they really have strong personalities. Hello, Joey. Nods lightly. He seems to be a very shy boy. Please don't take it personally, Doctor. He is always like this. Even in front of Dr. Tesla and I, whom he has known for a very long time, he barely talks. I lowered my voice to make sure this little boy couldn't hear me. It's okay. Even the most outgoing children would not want to talk to strangers when their father just died. Their father just died. Thank you for being so considerate. He's known you and Dr. Tesla for a very long time, you say? Since you started to work with Mr. Joyce, perhaps? More precisely, since he was born. Pardon me? Nothing. I have to say this. You showed obvious hostility towards the two over there when you mentioned the legacy. It's not like you, Einstein. Irene, never mind. No need to be secretive about this. When Welt was still alive, he once made us a sloppy will, in which he left his estate to his daughter and son. And before they reach adulthood, their beseechments will be kept by their respective designated guardians. So that means you and Dr. Tesla will hold a part of the legacy that Joyce receives until he reaches adulthood. And the other half will be held by Jackal, the young lady's tutor. No, to our relief, Lady Broyna's designated guardian is Josham, Welt's assistant. Broyna? Yes, she is the survivor of the cataclysm 5 years ago. Welt adopted her. A survivor of the cataclysm? No wonder Mr. Joyce kept her in another city. He worried that this place might evoke Miss Broyna's memories of her traumatic experience. Josham used to be Lady Broyna's tutor, but the frequent travel between St. Fountain and that city were exhausting. And now, as you can see, the current tutor, Jackal, I've done background checks on her, and heard some bad things. Josham is an upright and unsophisticated man, while Lady Broyna is an exceptionally smart child. You were worried about that? Welt's will do not mention the proportions of the legacy that his son and daughter could receive. Upon the news of Welt's death, Jackal came to her with a bodyguard. Their intention couldn't have been more obvious. I'm worried that the lady might be embittered by ill-intentioned outsiders, which may lead to an ugly estate. This is a family affair. I'm afraid I can't help you with it, Dr. Einstein. That's a problem for Dr. Tesla and me. All I want from you is that you find out the murderer so that he can rest in peace. I'll do my best. Well then, I'll wait for you on the second floor. Come and find me when you're ready to investigate the crime scene. Take the lift. Okay, so Dr. Einstein is going to be on the second floor. Okay, you've collected enough intel. Head upstairs and check the crime scene. Okay. Is there anything? I can still talk to these people. Hey, Holmes. Awesome detective. It's a great pretty sure she doesn't talk like that. It's an awesome detective. It's a great privilege to meet you. I'm a big fan. My name is Conan Doyle, not Holmes. Please don't mix up the author and the character. But thank you for your support, miss. Don't mention it. It's actually I'm more interested in another thing that you have. What is it? Are you sure you want to ask here? There's a kid in the room. There's a kid in this room. Never mind then. You're really funny. I meant your brain. I really want to put it under the microscope and study it carefully. It must be very active. I'm afraid I'll have to decline. What a pity. Miss Jackal, why are you here? You're straightforward. I like you. I'm here to offer my condolences. Just kidding. Actually, I came here just to see if he's really dead. I don't think the doctors would joke about it. Besides, haven't you already checked Mr. Joyce's body before we arrived? Yep. Unless someone's raised from the dead, he's a rotten corpse now. He's a rotten corpse now. Let's talk about something else then. I heard that you and Miss Raven have known each other for a long time. Are you friends? Friends? Who knows? Jackal looked away with a smile. I think that means the conversation has ended. Thank you for your time, miss. Interesting. Oh, I just saw some text at the top there. Should we talk to Raven? Well, she's here. Let's just talk to her. Good evening. Oh, I thought there was Raven. Okay, never mind. Good evening, sir. What do you want? Raven immediately stood before Sora. Nothing, just trying to have a friendly chat to kill some time in such bad weather. Don't bother, I'm busy. The conversation failed to proceed. I noticed that Sora seemed to be apologetic for Raven's rudeness. Your name is Sora, right? Hey. It's okay, Sensei. I'd like to talk with this gentleman. Fine. But don't leave this hall. I'm gonna go and look around. I'll be back soon. Hi Sora, can you tell me why you and your sensei are here? I suffer from a rare disease. Though I've been taking medication, I'm still not cured. Sensei told me that Mr. Joyce, the owner of this place, knows how to cure me. But I know Mr. Joyce has just passed away. But Sensei told me Mr. Joyce left his research data. Research data? What kind of research? Sorry, I don't know. It's okay. Let's talk about something else then. Do you know about the woman over there? I think her name is Jackal. Oh, so he's cross-questioning all of these guys. Okay, now, no, I don't know her, but I think Sensei knows her. Are they friends? Have you heard them talk about anything? They don't seem like friends. That woman taunted Sensei when she saw me. What did she say? She said, "Are you trying to make amends?" Make amends? The next moment Raven came back without a word. Sorry about that. Retense is telling me that our conversation is over. Okay. Oh well, let's go to the second floor then. Oh, I thought I could go there. Okay. Oh, Fleurs has been standing here. Okay. Dr. Einstein is waiting for us on the second floor. I told her about Tesla's request. I see. But after I leave with Dr. Tesla, what if something happens to you? You can leave your doctor to me. I'll protect him. Ladies, I know I'm a writer. I'm a writer rather than a fighter, but I'm not that weak and fragile. I've been practicing the Batsu moves that you taught me. Please have a little faith in your student. Wah. Alright then, be careful. Miss Fuwa appears aloft on the outside, but is actually overprotective, which I find surprisingly charming. We've already wasted too much time. Let's go upstairs and find Dr. Tesla. Cool. Okay, looks like we are upstairs. The room should be the third on the right. Okay, there's Dr. Tesla. So let's just look around here very quickly. Okay, I can't attack anything. This is from where we came, I guess. Would be nice if there's like, you know, some little Easter eggs here. I mean, I know MiHoYo does put some Easter eggs in their game, but would be nice if there's more. I mean, this definitely belongs to Tesla. A lot. Oh, that went too quick. Would be nice if there's like resources or materials we can just collect in these levels. Like, you know, that would just be like lying around. That would be cool. Let's walk slowly. You came. Where's your partner, Doctor? Dr. Tesla borrowed her. I think they're off to pick someone up. I see. This is the crime scene. Let's get in. Okay. That took quite long. I think we'll continue the next phase next time. The next stage. Cool, I got some Rosemary. Just thinking, should I... I actually want to find out what's happening in the story. Okay guys, I'll be back within 5 minutes. I'm just going to take a quick break and I'll be back with you guys like just now. Hi everyone, this is CrimsonFox45 and I'm back. Maybe just check if everything's going fine with the stream. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go into the interlude. The woman did not panic when the sudden darkness fell. It was the last mistake she made. The darkness was a cemetery specially prepared for her. The cold light reflecting off the deadly steel was like a merciless notice. Blood broke free from her soft flesh and sprouted into the air. She didn't even feel pain in the first few seconds. Excuse me. The blood under her body formed a patch that looked like a carpet in bad taste. Who are you? Could it be her? Though she is now a colleague, the only thing that makes us allies is our common interests. Our complicity 5 years ago was just an inglorious history. No, it can't be. It's been vigilant. There's no way she would stab me from the front. Then who could it be? Who couldn't have been trying to kill us? That was the furthest her level thinking head went. The rapid loss of blood gradually froze her mind. She raised her head with her remaining strength. Then she saw the figure. It was her death. It's you. You're right. You're still here. Why? Blood upwelled into Jackal's throat and interrupted her, though her voice was already so weak that no one could hear. Oh, sorry. Her death smiled cruelly. The sound of footsteps approached. Her death bent down over her. Who are you? Grey Serpent. She bitterly uttered her last two words, and then closed her eyes forever. Lightning flashed and thunder rumbled. The death disappeared into the dark. The soul faced its final curtain. So, Jack was probably just like killed off just now. Interesting. An elegant but not excessively luxurious room. The second I entered the room, I smelt a pleasant fragrance. Everything in here is neat and tidy except the two alarming pools of blood on the floor. 2 bloodstains? I turned to Miss Adler, perplexed, and met her puzzled eyes. Apparently she had noticed that too. Do you want me to tell you the details of the murder? Thank you, but I wouldn't need it for now. There's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact. Before I heard the facts from you, I would like to see the scene with my own eyes first. Makes sense. Einstein nodded and soundlessly stepped aside. May I watch you investigating the crime scene up close, Doctor? As long as you don't interrupt my work, Miss Adler. I certainly won't. Alright, now let me try and find some clues hidden in this room. Okay, clicked 0 of 5. Check the room for intel. Okay, there's clues here. There are indeed two major bloodstains at the scene of the murder. One is on the ground next to the desk, and the other desk and the back of the chair was slightly splattered with blood. The other is near the window, okay? Could the blood stain near the window be left by Joyce when he struggled to move after being attacked? Could, I guess. No, it couldn't be. Why? There should be a trail of blood between the two blood stains, if that was the case. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Then the two blood stains were left by two different persons, perhaps. Let's just look at the window quickly. The window and the door are slightly... are the only two exits. I avoided the bloodstain on the floor while walking to the window. A few muddy footprints are clearly evident on the carefully polished windowsill. What's more, the footprints form two sets of traces of the same person walking in and out. Okay, one puzzle solved. The murderer came from the window, attacked Joyce, and then left through the window. Okay? Unfortunately, I'm not a third-rate detective. This is obviously a sloppy misdirection that tries too hard. Okay. Okay, let's go here then. Oh, there we go. There are various documents in the drawer of Joyce's desk. I leafed through all of them. They are mostly research logs or drafts about Honkai energy research. I tried to look for hidden clues in the words and formulas using common decoding techniques, but found nothing. Then a draft written in messy handwriting caught my attention. It's mostly research-related drawings and calculations, but there are some strange words scribbled in the margin, which seem to be written down absent-mindedly. It's been going on for a month. I think it's time to rule out mental fatigue. The psychiatrist couldn't figure out either way. Why do I keep having the same dream? Why do I keep seeing that girl? And why is she so mournful? Some researchers have reported similar experiences too. Obviously, it's not because I'm insane. So many years of investigation finally started to pay off. Maybe soon. The handwriting stopped abruptly, as if the writer of those words were interrupted. Okay. Okay, there's two more left. I walked to the fireplace and found a pair of boots hidden within. The sole pattern matches the footprints on the sill. Okay. Dr. Einstein. I apologize if I feel offended, Doctor. Though I tried to... Sorry about that. Apologies if you... No, yeah. No, I tried to... dissuade Dr. Tesla. She's insistent on giving you a test. If he can't even figure that out, then I won't trust that unreliable snooper. Those were her exact words. Can't argue with her. Oh, okay. A test. A photo of two people. A man with a gentle smile is resting his head on the shoulder of a boy in a velvet chair who closely resembles him. I immediately recognize that man is Walt, and the boy is Geoffrey, Walt's child, whom I just met. a sweet father and a sweet father and son photo, but there's something about it that looks a bit unnatural to me. Geoffrey's eyes are dull, as if he's half asleep, and the big soft chair seems to be propping him up. He looks much less alive in this picture, even compared to his timid look in the hall just now. It is rather strange. Okay, let's talk to Einstein. I looked around the room again and confirmed that I've checked every place. I'm ready to hear the details of the murder, Dr. Einstein. 2 days ago, at about 7:15 p.m., Dr. Tesla and I came back from the lab and went to see Walt to report work. We knocked on the door of his room, but there was no response. No response? Could it be because Mr. Joyce was so immersed in work that he didn't notice the knocking? I didn't think so. We knocked many times, and Dr. Tesla even swore at him loudly. He couldn't be that focused. That the hierarchical system of your institute is quite free. Einstein gave a gloomy smile and proceeded. And then we started to hear a voice coming from the room. Whose voice was it? Whose voice is it? Well, it sounded like he was on the phone with someone. So we decided to come back later. But at around 7:40, when we were on the first floor, we heard a thump that came from his room. We immediately went upstairs and opened the door. Then we saw Walt. He was lying in a pool of blood right there. Einstein pointed to the blood stain near the desk. There was a deep wound on his back, and he seemed to be caused by sharp objects such as a dagger. So the murder weapon was not there. It was in the room, just not on Walt's back. Wait, so where is it now? For the first time, Einstein's eyes are filled with confusion and fear. In Walt's room, there was another wounded man lying there on the floor. Einstein pointed to the other major bloodstain by the window. A dagger, which might be the one that killed Walt, was sticking in the man's back. Wait a second. Now I'm confused. Who's that man, and is he the murderer? How did he get hurt? Could he be the one whom Joyce was talking to? He was in the room and was also hurt in the murder, perhaps? I don't know, but we only heard Wells' voice outside the door, which was why we thought he was making a phone call. It was a situation of urgency. Before we moved Walt downstairs for first aid, Dr. Tesla checked on the other man. Was it someone he knew? It was Grey Serpent. Grey Serpent? I've heard of him. Not notorious intel dealer, but seemed to have good business reputation in the world. An intel dealer? We had no time to attend to Grey Serpent then. We left the room in a hurry to treat Walt, but he didn't make it. I'm sorry to hear that. What about Grey Serpent? He died too, perhaps? That's the most perplexing part. When we went back to the room, Grey Serpent was already gone. He was gone? Yes, the size of the bloodstains suggested Grey Serpent was severely injured, but we didn't see anyone come down. From the second floor. Come down from the second floor. The only possible explanation would be that he jumped out the window. I said jump because there were no footprints on the sill. Dr. Tesla arranged that test, probably because she found it inexplicable too. But it doesn't really make sense. Grey Serpent's physical condition shouldn't have allowed him to do that. Dr. Tesla nodded. Everyone became lost in thought. After a while, I broke the silence. This case is knottier than I expected. Grey Serpent, who might be the murderer, could be lurking in the neighborhood. If that's true, I think we should go back to the hall and gather everyone. They deserve to know what is happening. As the three of us spoke, we left Mr. Joyce's room and went back to the corridor on the second floor. But something unexpected happened the next moment. All the lights suddenly disappeared and the entire building fell into absolute darkness. Do we have a power blackout? Don't worry. The mansion has a backup system, which will auto-activate when the primary system fails. However, about 10 seconds later, we're still standing in dark. Did all our devices and systems break down together today? I don't have a good feeling about this. It could either be coincidental. Someone's screaming. It's that little girl named Sora. Damn it! Did it come from the first floor? Let's rush quickly! Hint, the scream came from downstairs. Check what is happening with Dr. Einstein. That's Raven and Joyce. Joffrey. Okay, it's a bit odd. Apprehend her. Okay, so this is the only way to apprehend her. Oh snap. Just in case. It's generally a safe route, but more negative, I think. Looks like I'm gonna survive this time. Yeah, but the effects for the Rosemary are really good. Spell effects and animal summonings and all that stuff is really good. Cool. Clung. Oh. The fight continued in the dark. Because the people in the fight were too immersed to hear that. Guess I'll have to settle this the hard way. I can't tell from the shouts that the one who just joined the battle has the upper hand against my attacker. The next moment, just like the unexpected arrival of darkness, the light suddenly came back. Thank goodness, I can finally take a break. Sora! Sora! No response. I looked around but I didn't find Sora. Which one of you took Sora? Where is she? Calm down, Raven. Miss Adler and I had been investigating the crime scene on the second floor before the blackout. Sora's scream was just a few seconds later after the blackout. Then we went downstairs to meet you. We had no time to take her. As for me, I just came back from the outside. What happened? It was a girl's voice. We all turned around and saw the two strangers. One is a petite, silver-haired girl. The other was a middle-aged man with a sophisticated temperament. Hi, Broyna. Hello, Miss Adler. Are you here for my father's matters, I presume? Oh, so she is the young lady. And you must be Dr. Conan Doyle. Broyna gently pulled the middle-aged man towards her. Allow me to allow me to introduce ourselves. My name is Broyna, and I'm Waltz Joyce's adopted daughter, and this is Joshim. He's my guardian and my father's assistant. Joshim reached out and shook my hand. His hand was dry and strong. I smelled the pleasant smell when I was near him. I think I could tell he is a conspicuous, sorry about that word, man. But for some reason he seemed aloft to me. Nice to meet you. So Tesla took you? Where, Dr. Tesla? When we came back, the gate was opened, and it was dark in the building, so Dr. Tesla went to repair the electricity. The gate was opened? Alright, if anyone took Sora away, they must have left via the gate. The dark shadow flashed before... a dark shadow flashed by before I even finished talking. It was Raven who just made a heist to walk to the gate. Okay. Raven, wait. Stay out of my business. Do you want another fight? No, I'm just trying to remind you that this is a huge mansion. Sora might still be here. If I were to take away a child, I would choose to hide in this building for now rather than running in the heavy rain. It seems that I have convinced Raven. She stayed. Suddenly, Einstein's voice came from the second floor. Is that Jacko? Her voice trembled for the first time ever since I met her. She looked so vulnerable. Everyone looked in the direction and she indicated. Sorry. A woman is lying face down on the floor in the far corner of the hall, with a dagger deeply sticking in her back. Oh, yeah, that happened before. Sure. Sure. Okay, so I wonder who the murderer is, actually. Well, that's interesting, though. So it's almost playing out like a... Well, it is a murder mystery, but... It's almost playing out that game where basically everyone like dresses up and then someone dies, and then the aim of the game is basically to find out who the killer is at the end of the night. I forgot what that game is called. Anyways, so that was that. Okay, so that was a bit of Rosemary's Floriograph. So next time we'll continue with the story. Let's just check if there's anything interesting here. Okay, it's disabled for no reason. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll continue this in the next video. I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers.